I'm talking to Sinisa
Numayo.
Numayo,
Yes,
who's Deputy Director Deputy General of Tourism in South Africa. And she was just did a wonderful performance in the assembly, well, the UNWTO assembly just now. I was most impressed, and I thought that the Travel Mole readers would like to hear what she has to say about three things in particular. First of all, what's the situation as far as you're concerned about using tourism as an economic driver in South Africa?
I think in South Africa we've taken a decision to position tourism as one sector that can contribute to economic growth. And government has articulated it openly that the reason why they're investing in tourism, they're investing in it because they see it as a tool to promote job creation, to promote transformation of the economy so that people who are not part of this economy can be part of, but most importantly to ensure that it contributes to GDP growth. And those are the principles that guide us. We ensure that it does that. When we do annual report in terms of how tourism has performed, our focus is not just only on numbers. We really focus in terms of how has it changed people's lives in terms of creating decent jobs. And we don't just talk about jobs, but we talk decent jobs. But at the same time, in terms of how it created opportunities for people who are not part of the mainstream economy, are beginning to take advantage of what is happening. But most importantly, its contribution to GDP. So that's our main focus.
So it's a contribution to GDP,
Yes.
but it's also you're getting value out of tourism
Yes.
in terms of people's occupations, of good
Yes.
jobs,
Decent
and it's
jobs.
helping people's lifestyles.
Yes.
Now that is important. The other question that we were talking about is fair trade tourism.
Yes.
And South Africa is a leader, as far as we can see in the world, in fair trade tourism. What is your position about that?
Our position is that fair trade is a concept that enables our private sector to play a role in contributing to the broader objective. Fair trade principle is about ensuring that if you operate as a business, you are able to employ people and pay decent jobs, but also procuring from local economies. It's encouraging buying local. It also ensuring that you do embrace the environment that surrounds you into how your business works. So we support it for that objective because it is directly supporting what government is trying to achieve, that we need to operate in this industry in a fair, equitable way so that socially everyone can benefit, economically everyone, and environmentally everyone can benefit from the process.
So the tourism value chain, you're trying to keep that as much as possible within the local area.
Yes,
So that operates as fair trade tourism. People get a good deal whether they're buying or whether they're selling. And because of that, the tourists get a good deal too.
Yes.
Now,
And then the tourists themselves contribute to building local economies if they do business with people who are responsible in the way they run their businesses.
and that's working in South Africa,
Yes, it's
isn't
working so well. There's been a huge intake. And what we've done, in addition to the fair trade, we've developed what we call national standards for responsible tourism. And then we're also now introducing a grading system that talks to responsibility, whereby we're encouraging businesses that it's not just about stars that tell you that you are a quality assured 1 to 5, but we need to go beyond just stars, but we need to embrace principle of responsibility, how you use energy in your resources in your establishment, how you operate socially and also environmentally.
Fantastic. Now, how do you apply all those things with a mass movement of people, which is the World Cup next year?
We're planning to launch the standards for responsible tourism in November, 6 months before the World Cup, because we of the view that with the big number of people that we'll be hosting as a country, we don't want this event to take away from us. We want it to contribute positively. So if the industry can embrace principles of responsible and also encourage visitors coming to South Africa to understand that we are a responsible country, we will benefit economically, but at the same time we'll benefit socially and environmentally, and the event is not going to take away from us, but it's going to leave much more from
Now,
us.
I understand that the green passport is being used, the UNEP green passport is being used for the World Cup as well. So I know that you're taking the environmental issues very seriously. Well, all I can do is wish you the very best of luck with both the fair trade tourism and the economic generation tourism
Thank you
and most
so
certainly with the World Cup next year. Thank you very much indeed.
My pleasure.
Thank
you
you.
so much.
Thank you.